Back then, his body was small, his legs tiny, and hormone injections were his nightly routine. While other kids played football with laughter, Messi played while praying, not to win, but just to grow. His childhood, salary, just hope. Hope that someday a club would look deeper than his height. Newells liked him, but couldn't afford the treatment. River Plate saw his talent, but backed off when they saw the hospital bills. One by one, doors were shut, not because he wasn't good enough, but because his body wasn't tall enough to be seen through a business lens. And at that moment, the world almost lost Lionel Messi. If not for a single napkin from Barcelona, signed by those who believed in dreams more than measurements. Messi didn't come to Barca to lift trophies. He came to prove that miracles sometimes take time and patience. Every dribble wasn't just skill, it was defiance. Defiance against everyone who once said, "This kid's too small to go up against defenders that big." And the funny part? He never shouted, never showed off, never craved the spotlight. Because Messi wasn't made for the stage. He was the stage. Watch him walk slowly, ball glued to his left foot. Like the ball isn't being controlled, it's in conversation. The ball follows him not out of fear, but because it knows. Messi isn't a player, he's a poet. And the ball? That's his poem. People see his goals, but forget. Messi isn't about stats. He's about space he creates in silence, about the fear he plants in defenders just by moving slowly, about moments when entire stadiums hold their breath because he's carrying the ball to the left. Messi is a paradox, small but carries history, quiet but makes the world roar, calm but his hat tricks wreck giants like Madrid and Brazil. He's not the best because of trophies, but because trophies chase him. The World Cup waited years just to be lifted by him. The Ballon d'Or feels permanently reserved in his name. And even when data says someone ran more, scored faster sprints, won more aerial duels, it's still Messi we remember. Because he doesn't need to be the fastest, he just needs to know when to pause. Every Messi move is a calculation of the soul, a science no tactics book can teach. He's not just up against defenders, he's battling time. He steals seconds before they even happen, and he wins, again and again. Messi is the story of a sick boy who didn't give up, of a father who left everything behind just so his son could get the injections he needed, of a family who believed in football even when the doctors said, impossible. If football is a religion, Messi is its verse. A verse read by millions in stadiums every week. A verse that doesn't need interpretation, just watching. Because everyone knows, what they're seeing isn't just a match, it's a miracle. And now, after all the trophies, all the assists, all the magic nights from Camp Nou to Qatar, there are still people who say Messi's not the greatest? That's not a debate, that's delusion. Because who else can make us forget time with just 5 seconds of left-footed dribbling? Messi is the grammar of modern football. Without him, the sentence doesn't make sense. The striker doesn't get the pass. The defenders can't find the space. And the fans? They lose the reason they fell in love with this game in the first place. So when he retires someday, when the grass no longer feels the touch of his boots, when the commentators no longer scream, Messi, we don't just lose a player, we lose a standard, we lose a maestro, we lose the part of ourselves that once fell in love with football because of him, Lionel Messi. The small boy from Rosario, who was almost lost to the system, now stands as the king who redefined dominance. And his story isn't just about football, it's about hope, about dreams that never asked for permission to come true.